Hi guys, Piotr here, this LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. Today we are going to try to pick the best stocks for 2023. It's not gonna be easy because I do expect many challenges. But as usual guys, this video has educational purpose only. Please do your own homework, please do your own research. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. All right, so the best picks when it comes to the stocks is gonna be challenging. I choose mostly the tech stocks. Well, the most beaten stocks, but the quite good names. The Fed started to rise interest rates. Usually that's not good sign for the tech industry, but we are already very well sold off. I do expect lower prices. So whatever we are going to discuss today, it's not going to be to immediately buy the stocks, all right? So that's the quite important information here. It's going to be time if we are going to hit the prices or if we are going to hit the pattern. That's where I'm going to start to buy. So the number one is going to be Tesla. It's going to be Tesla, as you can see, after the split, some rise and then strong sell-off, currently around 128. And the thing is that still with this price and 2023 estimation when it comes to the earnings at 5.45 per share, still we are trading around 22,023 earnings, right? So at this point, I still think we might see Tesla a little bit lower. Now the question is, how low can we go when it comes to the Tesla, right? Where is going to be the bottom? What we might see as a bottom? Well, to be honest with you, something around 15 times earnings, so something around 75, maybe 80, that's what I'm targeting. Now, again, why? As I mentioned, Fed, because of the higher interest rates, hurt the tech sector, all right? That's the point number one, overall tech sector. There are going to be some cherry at the top of the cake. One of them I think is going to be the Tesla, but still think the overall sector is going to move lower in 2000, at least at some part of the 2023. So when it comes to the Tesla, I'm really looking for well, something around 75, 80. And that could be the case even with what we already seen here on the Tesla with this channel, right? I would like to see at some point speed it up to the downside and see lower levels and the bounce there. So let's switch to the daily chart and let's have a look what we have here, because that's going to be self-explanatory. Again, with this type of the current move, all right, especially that we already from the somewhere here, from 180 we are down to 130, and we are at the bottom of the channel, all right? Some kind of the bounce could be in place, but I would like to see some kind of decapitulation down to 80, maybe 75. So that's my range, and that's my range when it comes to the first approach to Tesla. We cannot rule it out with, for example, huge recession. We cannot rule it out to see Tesla even around 50. So that might be the second approach. So that's how I see the things related to Tesla. The next tech stock I'm going to look for is NVIDIA. And here again, we are trading much lower. Currently, we are trading at 152, okay? There is a possibility, what I'm looking for, there is a possibility that market is going to try to trade this inverted head and shoulder, right? But why I'm still believing we are going to see lower levels, so I'm going to make my measurement. I don't think we are going to fulfill this inverted head and shoulder. I think that we are going to make the big breakdown when it comes to this head and shoulder, right? Failure above the neckline and moving lower. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure where is going to be my first approach when it comes to the NVIDIA. So after the breakout, the full pattern is going to be possible to see lower, and based on this weekly chart, we might see levels below 50 down towards 30. I know it sounds ridiculous right now, all right, but I'm going to observe the bottom over here, right, around 100, okay, and I'm not gonna be in rush to try to buy. If we might see the recession, right, if we might see some lower levels, so we shouldn't be in a rush to try to buy something. We are looking for really good sell-off to try to step in and try to buy. So I'm going to look for 75 at the very beginning, and cannot rule it out the price go down 50 and below. So that's where I'm going to start to look for some kind of the buying opportunity when it comes to the NVIDIA. Another big name I'm going to look for is Google. And there you go. I think that's the name we can rely on during the bear market. And what I'm looking for, well, that was the latest weakness from the intraday perspective. We were trying to go higher, trying to hold, and finally gave up and moving lower, right? So in that case, what I'm looking for when it comes to the Google, from that perspective, I'm looking for the prices to go a little bit lower. I'm going to look for, in case of the breakdown, right, we might see levels close to 70. I know it sounds ridiculous, 75, 70. Okay, that's where I'm going to start to look for the buying opportunity, especially that if we are going to try to draw some trend line connecting the lows, as you can see, we are very well connected into that particular level. So again, here, very similar situation. I'm looking for some kind of the capitulation, strong sell-off. The beginning of the year, when there is no liquidity on the market, it could be very good. It could be very good idea to try to attack from the bear's perspective. At some point, I'm looking on a daily or weekly chart on some lower shadows. So something below 80, that's where I'm looking for the buying opportunity when it comes to the Google. And finally, the last one, again, tech sector. I told you only the big names here, and this is the Apple, all right? This is the Apple. What I'm looking for here is double the current consolidation, double down, all right? In that case, that's how I see the things over here. Again, it might sound ridiculous, but I'm looking for the levels around 70 and below 70, right? Down towards maybe 65, okay? So we are moving within the consolidation. As you can see right now, we are already trying to break through the bottom of that consolidation. All right, still quite a few days when it comes to the end of the 2022. So I'm looking for the move lower, and I'm looking at the very ugly beginning of the 2023. Especially that we haven't seen quite good bounce. We discussed on the index, on the Nasdaq, if you do remember my last video. So looks like we might going lower, and if you know the target on the Nasdaq, then as of today, the levels I'm looking for might be crazy, might be ridiculous, but if you are going to make the measurement based on the price target for the bears when it comes to the Nasdaq, some of these prices, I'm not saying that all of these stocks I'm going to be able to buy, but I want to buy with the good discount. With that being said, guys, do your own homework, do your own research. This video has educational purpose only. Wish you great next trading session. But by the way, because it's a holiday season, to all of you guys, wish you great holiday season, wish you great New Year's event. Hopefully 2022 wasn't that bad, and wish you great, wonderful 2023. If we haven't if you have not heard from me more this year, I'm still preparing some videos, so stay tuned. Thank you very much, take care, goodbye, see you around.